Is Durango turning into Colorado's version of Silicon Valley? Hundreds show up at Ska Brewing for their annual release of their most popular beer, Mexican Lager, and find out who's making movies in the Four Corners region when we interview Lisa Schwantes, the new coordinator of the Four Corners Film Office. You're watching Open for Business with Jim Mackay, but I'm not Jim, I'm Jack Llewellyn, Executive Director of the Durango Chamber of Commerce, and I'm your substitute host.
You're watching Open for Business with Jim Mackay, a business news show that brings you information about commerce and industry in the Four Corners. Open for Business is brought to you by First Southwest Bank. We can help you get there. First Southwest Bank. And by the La Plata County Economic Development Alliance. Pioneer Spirit, Business Smart.
First, news about our station. Inside Durango TV now has a potential reach of more than 26,000 viewers with the addition of the stations at Durango Mountain Resort, the Glacier Club, Western La Plata County, and Eastern Montezuma County, announced station manager-owner Lori Sigolito earlier this month. Inside Durango TV has aired on Durango Cable Channel 15 since 1983. Sigolito, who also owns Fast Signs in Durango, purchased the station and production company last June. In October, the station began airing Inside Durango News, a weekly news program that covers local issues, people, places, and events. Since then, the company has expanded programming to include this program, Open for Business, Food for Thought, a monthly feature that highlights the people and the inspiration behind the food at Durango's top restaurants, Autophoria, a local music show, and the new this month, the La Plata County Home Show, featuring video tours of local real estate listings. Several hundred fans turned out on April 2nd for the third annual Mexican Lager release party at Ska Brewing and World Headquarters in Bodo Park. It's a much anticipated event, and lager aficionados sip their way through kegs and cans of beer. Ska Brewing co-founder Dave Thibodeau says Mexican Lager is one of Ska's most popular brews. Fans call weeks in advance to confirm its release date. Around town, liquor store Marquis proudly announced that they had the beer on sale after a long winter's absence. Ska master brewer Tom Larson said the beer's so popular because it's light, refreshing, and perfect for sipping on a hot summer day on the river.
I think a little part of it is the popularity of Mexican lagers, because a lot of people still aren't necessarily, on the big hop kick or the big malt kick. They still like those beers, but they also want to support something local. I think a lot of these things are trending away from the mass-produced, super cheap, super plain everything. While this is one of those lighter styles of beer, we still pack quite a bit of flavor into it. So it's not like your Coronas or Bud Lights. It's got to have, it certainly has a lot more depth of character to it.
Ska Brewing started selling its handcrafted beer in 1996 and has grown to sell nearly 1 million barrels in 9 states and the United Kingdom and Sweden. Ska currently brews 12 beers, including 4 seasonal beers. Mexican Lager is one of Ska's seasonal beers and is usually available April through September. Thibodeau said the brewery will make approximately 38,000 cases of Mexican Lager this year, or 450,000 plus cans and bottles. That's a lot of raft trips in my mind. Read more about Ska Brewing at skabrewing.com. Third time's the charm when it comes to this coffee shop. At least that's what Durango School District 9R and San Juan Boces and the Durango Public Library hope. Find out more after the...
We're Randy and Micah Jackson in Alamosa, Colorado. Our business is Rustic Log Furniture. We've been doing business since 1996, and we started out building 2x4 porch swings, and it turned into log porch swings, and now we do log furniture for pretty much any room of the home.
Our business has been steadily growing over the years, and it's still continuing to grow. We ship to 40 states. We have approaching 200 retail stores that we furnish with our products, and we ship out a semi-load every other day of furniture. As we outgrew our current facility, we needed to expand dramatically, so I was meeting with the people from First Southwest Bank They proposed, we go ahead and run the numbers on doing an expansion. They came in good, so we did it, and that's problem solved.
So talking square footage wise, we've gone from a 12 by 12 tough shed to over 60,000 square feet. Given our experience with First Southwest Bank, I would definitely recommend them to other businesses. It's been great to work with someone local. Delzy's been great to work with. She's really been proactive in helping us just facilitate the process of getting the loan.
And so she really helped take a lot of stress away by making recommendations of what they can do to help us ease the stress and focus on what we really need to do.
This is our there.
Welcome back to Open for Business. I'm Jack Llewellyn, in for Jim Mackay. A new business enterprise has opened in the Durango Public Library, and if all goes according to plan, you'll not only be able to buy a latte or a sandwich, but you'll be helping Durango School District 9R students prepare for the world of work. Durango School District 9R's Transition Services in San Juan Boces recently celebrated the grand opening of the Common Grounds Cafe, a coffee kiosk and lunch bar located in the foyer of the Durango Public Library. What's unusual about the coffee shop is that it is also a vocational training ground for the district students with disabilities. District 9R in San Juan Boces provided a continuum of services for students with disabilities starting in preschool or when students are identified with challenges ranging from mild learning disabilities to health impairments to Down syndrome to autism disorders. As students grow to adulthood, the district enrolls them in transition services to increase their employability and provide them with independent living skills. Durango High School currently offers the Building Employment Skills through training or BEST programs. Students work on employment skills in the school's copy center with the supervision and support of teachers. What's been missing, says District 9R officials, is a work program outside the school where students can strengthen their skills before moving into the world of work on their own. That's where the Commons Ground Cafe comes in.
A lot of times for students that have disabilities, it's hard to find work in the community. Our hope is that this will give them some work skills that they can go out into the community with and say, I've been trained in customer service. I have this experience for the last year. I've worked in customer service, taking orders, interacting. So to give them employability skills that they can bring out to the workplace.
Students who work at the cafe first must complete training in the school-based work center. Bread and Desert Sun Coffee have provided product to sell, and their employees will train students on customer service, equipment use and maintenance, and other skills. Teacher supervisors will help students master what they've learned. About 130 special needs students at Durango High School are eligible to work at the cafe. Although the cafe doesn't pay rent for now, it will be operated like a regular business that will seek to cover its costs. A Durango High School marketing, education, and student leadership organization called DECA will provide marketing support. Although the cafe celebrated its grand opening on April 4th, it actually opened a month ago and waited for public announcement until it worked out the kinks. So far, public response has been encouraging.
It's been amazing. I mean, everybody has been so positive and helpful and supportive. We've had people coming in and wanting to donate, to offer products. We've already had people, one of our goals is to have our students be hired, employable in the community, and we've had people come in and realize that there is a place for them in their own businesses, and so we're really looking forward to that. And then just the day-to-day, the library staff has been incredible, the friends of the library and everybody that comes by.
The cafe is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday and serves sandwiches, pastries, and specialty coffees. Durango's seasonal business district promotions are getting a makeover. The Business Improvement District recently retired its Holidazzles, Spring It On, and Fall for Durango Days marketing taglines and held a contest to rename the promotions. Instead of 3 umbrella marketing campaigns, the bid will introduce 4, one for each of the retail seasons. All will be branded with one online calendar website, What's Happening Durango, and each season will have a different subtitle. Sensational Summer will launch at the end of April with the Durango Wine Experience. Fabulous Fall will run from August through October, and Wondrous Winter will replace Holidazzle. Spectacular Spring will launch in 2015. Jill Wark-Marvin from the Bank of Colorado and Leanne Beasley of Creative Compass came up with the new programming and marketing campaigns, and you can contact Pam Glasgow at BID for more information. Her email is pamg@downtowndurango.org. Nothing complements classroom education like on-the-job training in local business, and students from Animas High School recently spent 3 weeks with local businesses working on real-life projects for school credit. Then stay tuned after the commercial break for a conversation with Lisa Schwantes, the new coordinator for the Four Corners Film Office.
At Durango Motor Company, we offer one low price, plain and simple, always.
Our sales consultants aren't paid on commission, so they can get you in the vehicle that fits your needs.
We want to provide our guests with an enjoyable car buying experience. Right now we have the new 2013 Ford F-150 Crew Cabs on our lot for $31,102 and the new 2013 hybrid Ford C-Max for $22,064.
No haggling, no games, just one low price.
We're Durango Motor Company, a new company with a new philosophy.
This is the story of a company that has its roots in Southwest Colorado. A story about two college friends who founded a local business, of their families and the families of their staff, and of generations to come. It's about the concerns we hold, the passions we share, and the bonds that unite us. We are the Wells Group, and for 3 decades, we've been proud to be a part of the Southwest Colorado community.
X-Rock 105.
I'm Libby Coles, and I'm the program coordinator for the LINK internship program, and LINK stands for Leading Internships for New Knowledge. The LINK internships are, it's a program that all of our juniors go through here at Animas High School, and we're at the LINK exhibition here on campus. Our students have just wrapped up their 3-week-long internships in a huge variety of businesses and organizations, both in Durango and further afield.
I worked at Namaste Health Center.
I worked at Colorado Legal Services.
For Inside Durango TV.
I learned quite a lot of clerical skills because I did quite a bit of filing. And it was really cool to see how it worked in the background, the medical field, since I'd always been a patient going there. So it was cool to see how it ran.
We picked a project that was going to make a real life difference in our lives, in our professional lives, and that will have lasting results. And so not only was it a successful internship, we plan on continuing to employ our intern to help us keep up with the work that she's already done. So from our standpoint, it has lasting value. From the intern standpoint, you probably need to ask her, but our view is anytime that you're working on a real life project that has meaningful results, and it's a difficult, challenging project, and you can work through that and get to a successful result, you've done some neat work. So we're real proud of her.
It's a great opportunity for students to get a real life experience and kind of understand a little bit more about what work actually is going to be like.
LINK is a great opportunity for our students to learn about the world outside of the classroom, to go beyond the classroom walls and dive into a passion or an interest that they have. It's really student directed, so they choose what they're interested in, whether it's filmmaking or wolf habitat or engineering or graphic design. There's a huge range. And the purpose of the program is to give our students professional skills. It's to help them clarify college and career goals, and it's to give them life skills as well, so that they know how to be responsible, contributing members of our community.
Through this internship, I developed a lot more skills that'll help me become the filmmaker I'm destined to be.
You're watching Open for Business, and I'm Jack Llewellyn in for Jim Mackay. Today we have Lisa Schwantes with us from the Four Corners Film Commission. Lisa, thank you for coming in, and I'm going to disclose you are a long-time friend of mine.
Oldest, dearest friend.
Oldest, dearest. In fact, we used to work at another station years ago.
Yes.
So it's kind of coming full circle. So tell me about the Film Commission and what your office does.
I am the coordinator for the Four Corners Film Office, and the Film Office is a program under Region 9 Economic Development. We have an advisory board that truly represents the Four Corners Southwest Colorado area. We have board members that are from Pagosa Springs, from Ouray, Ridgeway, Cortez, and of course the greater Durango area.
So kind of encompassing the entire Four Corners?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
do you cross state lines?
We don't have any board members currently that serve outside the Colorado borders, but we do keep up communication with especially New Mexico, their film offices and their tourism offices that are in Farmington, and we are constantly sharing information about what's going on in northwestern New Mexico and southwestern Colorado. And we have some very close ties with some location scouts in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay. Have you been busy?
We have been very busy. The month of March was record-breaking. Calls, inquiries to the office. We have had, and we get everything from folks inquiring about feature film making in the area. They request photos for locations. We also get television series type.
Finding Bigfoot, I hear,
Finding
was
Bigfoot,
one of them.
yes.
Yeah.
The Animal Planet Finding Bigfoot was here in the month of December.
Okay.
And they were in Durango, in Farmington, in Cortez, and I think they were also on the Navajo Reservation in Arizona, if I'm correct.
And Brew Dogs, I hear, is another one that's coming to Ska.
Yes, Brew Dogs, which is on the Esquire Network. They're here this week, and I've been working with their production people for over a month now because they have been inquiring about renting a chuck wagon. I wanted to say a stagecoach because that was the very first thing that I ever had to look for someone.
But and you found one?
I did. I found them. We've got a great database of props and costumes and services that are available for all of the production companies that come in and work in the area. And so that's what we're hoping to do for them is act as a liaison, connect them to the services that they need because we want them to have a great experience while they're in Durango, and we want them to go back to California or New York or wherever it might be and let everyone know how we took care of them. And so
now, what about when they come in? What's that economic impact? Because they obviously need caterers, hotel rooms, things like that of that nature. So, what is that economic impact?
It's the impact's huge. We try to track all of the productions that take place and capture that information. It's not always easy because while they're here, they're happy to, and we are happy to provide the services. And once they're gone, lives get busy and it's hard. But we do try. We keep a spreadsheet of every production that's in the area, and the key is if we can find out how many people they brought into the area, how many people are on their crew. That really helps us. And so let me just give you a little scenario.
Okay, we have about 1 minute. So.
Okay. I'll give you a little
scenario.
I'll do that
countdown. Go ahead.
Let's say we had a crew of 10 people come in and they're here for 7 days. The lodging alone is over $10,000 for that. You tack on rental, leasing property,
hiring local groups,
hiring
things like that.
Exactly. That's maybe another $5,000 to $10,000. So that one small project could be, upwards of $20,000.
Wow.
Direct dollars to the area.
Now, are you a full-time employee or part-time?
I'm only part-time.
Okay.
I'm only work 20 hours a week.
So if people want to get in touch with you, what's the website they should go to?
Please visit fourcornersfilmoffice.org, and that is the number 4, fourcornersfilmoffice.org. We have a wonderful website and an online production guide. It's an online directory, and we welcome local businesses to register themselves, and it is the first thing we do is send a link to a visiting production company so that they know what services are available here.
And real quick, matter of time, we're running out of, but what is the event you have coming up?
We have a wonderful event taking place this weekend in conjunction with the Durango Bluegrass Meltdown. One of our board members, Christine Funk, is a filmmaker, and she produced the documentary The Tao of Bluegrass, which is a documentary about Peter Rowan, the legendary bluegrass musician. And that's taking place on Sunday at the Animas City Theater at noon. And if folks come, I'm sure they'll have a great time because there's going to be question answer with Christine, and you can get a cap, and I brought you one too.
All right, thanks. Well, we're out of time. Thanks for joining us today. Lisa, thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Jack.
And next, your business updates.
The way this school came to be is I found that there was a group of kids that were excelling in the traditional high school, but there was also a group of kids that were bright and were very disengaged from their education, and they didn't have any other options in town.
We had great momentum for the first few years of our school. We were housed in a strip mall in downtown Durango, and we simply made the best of it.
So we needed to move our school to a better facility, and our involvement with First Southwest came about when we had exhausted the traditional avenues that charter schools look to for financing and funding to address the facilities question. We really were struggling to make it work.
And luckily First Southwest Bank stepped in, and quite honestly, had the bank not stepped in, I don't think that we would have continued to exist this year.
They absolutely focused on what is important for the community, how can we support this thing that's a really important part of the community in giving choice in education, and that's what they focused on. And I was truly amazed and really had huge gratitude the fact that they stepped up and made this deal happen. That's where First Southwest Bank has really helped us make this dream come true.
You're watching Open for Business. Here are your business updates. You'll see more cops walking the streets of downtown Durango now that the warmer weather is here. A Durango Police Department officer will be walking downtown for the 3 hours during each of the 3 shifts to enforce rules against panhandling, riding bikes, or skateboarding on sidewalks, loitering, and other activities to make shopping downtown a safer, more pleasant experience. The police department is working with the Business Improvement District to identify any ongoing problems that may be interfering with shoppers. If you have a concern, contact Tim Walsworth at bid at timw@downtowndurango.org. April's Business After Hours, the monthly after hours networking event sponsored by the Durango Chamber of Commerce, will be hosted by Cedar Networks on Thursday, April 17th, across the street from their headquarters at the Elks Lodge on East 2nd Avenue. The event will be catered by Hot Tomatoes. It starts at 5 p.m. Cost is $7 for chamber members and their guests. Visit durangobusiness.org for more information. The next Eggs and Issues breakfast will feature a forum for candidates running for the board of La Plata Electric Association. 3 seats are open for election. The breakfast begins at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, April 22nd at the Doubletree Hotel. Tickets are $16 for chamber members and $21 for all others. Reservations are required, so call 247-0312 or go to durangobusiness.org. Omnichannel marketing. Is it just another buzzword, or is it a different way of thinking about marketing? Paul Eckenrode with 360 Durango will tie it all together at the next Durango Chamber of Commerce Lunch and Learn scheduled for Wednesday, April 23rd. It starts at noon at the First National Bank of Durango. Cost is $10 for chamber members and $20 for non-members. Diggs Restaurant will supply lunch. Reservations are required. Again, call 247-0312 or visit the Durango Chamber website, durangobusiness.org. A financial series workshop will be offered on May 6th and May 13th by the Chamber and Wells Fargo Bank. The 2 classes will be taught by Sydney Zink, partner at the accounting firm Frederick Zink & Associates, and Casey Lynch, owner of KCD Lynch CPA. 2 will cover understanding balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow, and how to protect your business from fraud, or also how to talk to your banker without being intimidated. Classes will be from 8 to 10 a.m. both days at the La Plata Electric Association's multi-purpose room. Cost is $40 for chamber members and $50 for all others. Register for the class at durangobusiness.org. That's it for this edition of Open for Business. Be sure to tune in to Inside Durango TV's new La Plata County home show that features tours of local real estate listings. I'm Jack Llewellyn, and remember, keep watching. You'll like what you see.
Thank you for watching Open for Business. Tune in every week with Jim Mackay for information about commerce and industry in the Four Corners. Open for Business has been brought to you by First Southwest Bank. We can help you get there. First Southwest Bank. Also brought to you by the La Plata County Economic Development Alliance. Pioneer Spirit, Business Smart.